I wanted to say hello. Master of Ceremonies, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests, a warm good evening to you. Good evening. Marguerite Duras, a French writer and director, had said once that our mothers remain the most strangest, craziest people we've ever met. And up to this day, that point stands true. Because my mother has raised me and made me into who I am today. And tonight, this speech is dedicated to her because I will regale her with you all the instances that made me who I am today. To start first, my mother, when I was born, I was an only child, and she was a housewife. So she had nothing to do at home. So where would be her own sense of entertainment? Of course, her firstborn. So, at age 1, when I was born, she would put me on the bed and let me crawl across the bed so I could have fun with the pillows. She would sit on a chair and watch me crawl, and as I crawled right across the edge of the bed, she would smile. She would not get up to pick me up, and she would watch me crawl right onto the floor. I would hit my head, and I would cry, and she would pick me up, laugh, and then say, "You're such a little stupid." At age 3, I began to walk, and she would take me out to the streets of Manama, and I would be so happy, and she would hold my hand. And when she would let go, I'd feel free as a bird, and I'd run and run across, and she, well aware, knew that there was a glass window right in front of me. So there I was, happy as a bird, running, and then I hit it, face on. And I sat up there on the floor crying. And what did my dear mother do? She called my father, told him what happened, and they laughed, and they took a photo. At age 5, I began getting toys. I got those fangled remote control cars. And one day I discovered I wanted to see how this worked. So for one amazing reason, I took that car, placed it on my head with my long hair, and I revved it. And as soon as I started the car, the wheels got caught in my head. And I could not get it up. I tried, I pulled, I screamed, it would not. And then I was so inconsolable. I ran to my mother, "Mother, please, there's a car in my head." She said, "Oh, yes. Wait 1 second." And then again, she brought my father and told him. And then again, she took out that camera and took a photo. Up to this day, those 2 photos are up on my fridge door, reminding me of what I was. At age 8, I became naughty. I learned how to run, I learned how to talk, so I know how to bother my mother. And when I used to get too naughty, she would discipline me with not 1 slipper, 2. And that would be strange, because I never knew what the second slipper was for until that day. Because one day, I got her so mad, she took 1 slipper and swung it across my face. I was short and I was fast, so I ducked. And I was laughing, "You missed." And as soon as I opened my eyes after, I saw the other slipper right across my face. My fellow Toastmasters, I know you were all younger but once in your life. You've gotten slapped on the face like this, but never like this. And that is why I have such a square face. At age 10, I became my own man. I tried to be a manly man, whatever age 10 could be. And I would walk across the mall trying to impress other boys and other girls, showing that I'm a cool little boy. And my mother, she would perhaps pull me by the ear and go to a nice, lovely sales assistant who was maybe age 8. And he would say, "Look at my son. Please marry him. When he grows up, he will have a lot of money. Please, look at his ears. You know what they mean? It means he's really smart because they're very big." She would immediately hit me on the head and says, "You want I'll show you?" She would take me to the underwear section and she would tell me to try on these pair of pants or underwear right there. Not in the fitting room, but just right there. Take off your pants and try it on. But we're in public. fine. I'll cover you. And there, everybody got to see how I really look like at home. At age 18, I was finally free. I could work. I could no longer be under the tyranny of my mother. But then again, I started working. And I was happy because Bahrain had no income tax. No tax at all. So I was like, yes, I can buy all the things I like. But then when I got my first paycheck, I noticed there was something odd. I discovered there was a 30% tax. It was called mother tax. And every month, I would have to give 30%, including bonuses, which increased to 130. And this was why, when I asked, it was because I born you, I raised you, I fed you. And then she would actually take a piece of paper, an Excel sheet, to show all the numbers, how much she spent for me. Schooling, food, underwear. And then I said, okay, fine. I love my mom. Then at age 24, I stopped being energetic and I started being round as I am. And my mother would feed me food every Friday, giving me as much mousse and biryani, and jalafrezi, all those kinds she could cook. And she would feed me and feed me. And she would cry when I would not eat. And she said, son, you don't love me anymore. Please. And if I did not, she would yell at me. So I was forced to eat. And when I did, a few days later, I'd come with an extra few pounds, and then she'd call me, what is this? Look at you. You are fat. You know you're eating too much meat. You're eating too much jalafrezi, much booze. You know you will go to the hospital very soon. I know, mother, but who's feeding me? I don't know. Here, that's a biryani. In the end, all these experiences my mother has given me, I have learned from it. I became who I am, which is a humorous person in life. And I will never trade them for anything else because I love my mother. But the question is, when I have my own children, will I be the same?